What is up, YouTube? This is TQuentin1 coming at you with another video, and today I'm going to talk about the trailer for the remake of Stephen King's It. I was originally going to do some big April Fool's Ghost in the Shell video, but I didn't get around to seeing it, and I didn't have any other ideas, so I'm just going to play it straight and make a serious video today. There's been a lot of trailers coming out recently, but the one that stood out the most to me more than War for the Planet of the Apes, Justice League, Spider-Man, or even Game of Thrones Season 7 was the trailer for It. Um, I haven't done one of these trailer analysis videos in about 3 years, but the more I thought about the trailer to this film, the more I wanted to talk about it. So, you know what? I have enough to say about this movie that I can make a video about it. Why not? So, like my movie reviews, I am going to divide this into two parts, positive and negative, but I'm going to be talking about the things I'm excited about and the stuff that I'm nervous about. So let's get into the trailer. One of the things I really liked right off the bat is the movie looks different. Not just from the original film, but from really any other movie coming out this year. It doesn't show as much of the kids, but according to producer Dan Lin, they're aiming for a real Stand By Me vibe, which I think could help set this apart from other horror films, and I would like that dynamic. I still want this movie to be scary, but that added layer does intrigue me. The visuals, I mean, again, it looks unique. There's some shots in the trailer that immediately stand out in my memory, like the old decrepit house or the missing child poster. It's from the same cinematographer as the Japanese film Old Boy, which I've only seen parts of, but I remember it being fairly visually striking. Now, the original miniseries, I gotta preface, terrified me, and many other people during childhood. I saw it pretty young, probably about third grade. In fact, for years, I firmly believed that it was the scariest movie ever made. Now, though, I mean, it's not bad, not at all, but it's more of a campy, fun kind of horror movie than a genuinely scary one. There are still some creepy moments, and Tim Curry is fucking awesome. But all in all, it isn't as horrific as I remember it being. But even in this trailer, there are moments that creep me out. The best example being the slideshow. Holy shit, did that catch me off guard. In the original film, there's a scene where they're looking at an old photo book and the pictures just start moving. But here, it's one of those old slideshow machines. They're looking at a map of the sewer system when it shifts. And at first, it's like, oh, it was just a glitch, but then it goes faster and faster. And it keeps moving until we get to a series of pictures of Bill, what I assume is his mom, with hair in her face. And the photos are moving so fast that it looks almost like video, and the hair slowly moves out of her face, revealing Pennywise. And we only see just a little bit of him, but I thought that was really, really creepy. And I've already touched on the visuals, and they are good, but the sound design in this trailer was just incredible. That weird droning noise that plays a couple times in the middle was really creepy. It almost sounded like one of those old talking pull string toys, you know? If you ever had one of those, there's a sound when it's almost out of batteries and its voice gets kind of corrupted. That's what it reminded me of. Even away from that sound effect, the kids laughing, holy shit. Most trailers these days, even horror ones, just use like a dark cover of an old song, and while it can be cool, it's rarely ever scary, but I'm not afraid to say it. That to me was very scary. But there are some things I'm a bit skeptical about. Now, I loved about 90% of this trailer. I'm just going to say it. I'm a little skeptical of this new Pennywise. Now, this trailer doesn't show a lot of him, and I do think it's a good design, I'll say that. But anybody can look scary standing still and smiling. We only really see him in action once, at the end of the trailer when he runs at the camera. Now, I'm perfectly willing to accept the reason they don't show him is because they're saving that for the movie, but that scene makes me skeptical because, again, it's the one time we see him in action, and it's just not scary. I laughed, and you're clearly not supposed to. And that just makes me think, are they not showing him because he's not very good? I mean, I've never seen this actor in anything else. I know who he is. I know his brother mainly from True Blood. And he's a little young to me. He's like in his mid-20s. Maybe he'll be good, though. It's way too early to make that kind of judgment. I'll admit that. Maybe this dude will be awesome, better than Tim Curry even. I doubt it, but I just did not like the note that trailer ended on. Again, he could blow me away, but I just don't know. I also kind of wish they hadn't changed settings. I mean, I get why. The whole 30-year time gap should go to modern day, but I think the 50s are a more interesting setting than the 80s. But I guess both settings can give you a cool soundtrack. Um, I think one thing that would be really cool. I mean, I know they're not going to do this, but what I think would be cool is if they actually did wait 30 years to make a sequel and waited for these kids to grow up. Um, all in all, I think this trailer was vague enough, as it should be. You know, they didn't show the whole movie. I like this setup. I think it looks promising to me. And you know, even with that last little bit, it was a little bit like the Planet of the Apes trailer. How it was awesome until that last little bit, just wasn't feeling it. Other than that, I think this was a great first trailer, and color me intrigued. So that was my thoughts. It's T Quentin1 signing out.